What a huge relief that result was, guys. Norwich City 2, Chelsea 3, our first win of the season, of the Lampard era. And frankly, it could have gone either way. And it was an absolutely frantic game. I've got all the details here, but I'm currently recovering from a number of sort of mini tense moments that a game away at a newly promoted side really shouldn't have. But guys, we've won, and a lot of people writing, result is way more important than performance today, and we've ground it out. Um, I'll just go through. Tammy Abraham put us ahead after 3 minutes. Fantastic volley, and also a really nice assist from our captain. Not so fantastic at the moment, Cesar Azpilicueta. I actually think today he was very good in an aggressive sense, and it was a really nice volley. I'm so glad to see Tammy get his first Chelsea goal. Then, barely 154 seconds after, Todd Cantwell, the mystery winger, by the way, I was talking about on the preview show, equalises for Norwich. An assist by the Finnish mystery man Teemu Pukki. And it's 1-1 after a frantic start to the game, and we're all thinking, here we go again. A fast start is derailed by opposition slowly coming into the game. Maybe not so slowly today, but Mason Mount puts us back ahead after 17 minutes. Brilliant assist from Pulisic, but actually a really nice composed turn and finish from Mason Mount to put us again in the lead. I thought he was very nice today when he was called upon, which is great. But that didn't last for too long either. 13 minutes later, Teemu Pukki scores his fifth goal of the season to equalise again for Norwich. At this point, it was pretty frustrating because Chelsea had been dominating the ball and ball possession. But Teemu Pukki again puts Norwich level. And we go in at half time, end-to-end stuff. I think Chris Sutton called it a basketball game, 2-2. And people were thinking, I was definitely thinking, if we deteriorate again in the second half, we're losing this game because Norwich really were attacking hard and our midfield was getting caught slightly. But we come out, I think, a lot better after half time. We had a few chances, but not a great deal up to about the hour mark. And then after 68 minutes, we saw something that we never see as Chelsea fans. Never. A Mateo Kovacic assist. They come around once every blue moon, guys. Saturday the 24th of August is a very special day for us all. I actually thought, in all seriousness, Kovacic, it was a fantastic ball. I thought he played well today generally, and he put it through nicely for Tammy Abraham, but I'm gonna mention it here because I'm so impressed. What a finish! He grabs it. He's about 2/3. He grabs it on about the edge of the Norwich final third, takes it forward and bashes it past Tim Krul to make it 3-2 to Chelsea. It's Tammy's first goal from outside the penalty box, I think, in 2 seasons, possibly in his professional career, but I'd have to get that checked. And it was 3-2. Slightly nervous last 20 minutes. We weren't helped by VAR on a couple of occasions. Norwich defender Godfrey stood on Mason Mount's leg. I think everyone was in agreement that it should have been a second yellow card, apart from VAR, which was rather strange. And second of all, Zuma had a goal chalked off by VAR after minimal contact on Tim Krul on about the 88th minute. And again, I didn't really see a clear and obvious error there. Some people might disagree, I guess, but I definitely didn't see an error in the decision. Krul never really had the ball in 2 hands. It fumbles out and Zuma puts it in the net. For me, that should have been a goal, but honestly, all is done now. We get the 3 points to take back to West London tonight. And I've got a couple of really good shout-outs to make, a couple of less good performances, but I'll start by saying, Tammy Abraham, take a bow, son. A brace from a player in the Chelsea number 9 shirt. He's one of our own, And I was really, really impressed by his composure today. Um, I have to say, I wasn't hoping he started, and I was giving him a little bit of flack. I wasn't sure he was Chelsea standard. Obviously, I was very upset by the abuse he got. I didn't like that at all. I think it's awful. I think that does call for another video, but he comes in today and he's proven me wrong. I have to say, 2 goals, brace, and honestly, if he can keep playing like that, I don't see why we haven't got a striker for the long term. Mason Mount, again, another fantastic performance in his number 10 role, puts in a goal and is nice when the build up play does get into the Norwich third. All I would say about Mount is I think he has to drop a little bit deeper because in that cam role, he's good, but only when he's called on. And when we're getting overrun in the middle of the park, which we were at times today against Norwich, I'd like to see him sit back in centre mid for a little bit and basically help out Jorginho and Kovacic in midfield. Um, but I'm not taking anything away from his finishing. He's a goal scoring midfielder and he's got the composure and the bravery that a young player starting out in the game wanting to succeed at a big club should have. So credit to him. I actually have to say, Azpilicueta looked much more solid in the attacking sphere today. He was getting up, he was pushing high, getting nice balls in the box. I think he beat the Norwich left back as well to whip in a ball in the first half. So credit to him for that. In the defensive phase today, wouldn't say he was ever at fault. So I'll give him clemency. I did want him out the team, and I think he will be out the team once Reece James comes in. But I'll give him a bit of leeway. He was okay today, and nobody should be abusing him for that. Pulisic, he got an assist for Mason Mount's goal. Lovely ball. He looked lively. I think he needs to be a bit more composed. But he was getting some nice balls in the box, particularly in the second half. And he looked, it was a performance full of potential, which is great. Now for some sort of less good players. Also, I thought Emerson wasn't his best game today. He got caught for the first goal for Cantwell's goal on the left side when it was Cantwell and Pukki linking up. I thought he could have done a bit more to stop that goal. Kurt Zuma, again today, he was at fault a little bit for the Pukki goal. I thought he could have taken him on a bit more, possibly taken him down or just put him under a bit more pressure. Kepa could have done better with that goal as well. I'm not going to slate him too much because they all had okay games. They weren't shocking, but it's these brain fades have to stop if we don't want to be conceding 2+ goals a game. And that is concerning that, 3 games into the season, we conceded 7 goals. And that really is not where we want to be at this point. I appreciate that it's a defence that's still settling in. We've still got Rudiger to come back, so I'm not that worried. But this can't continue, to be honest with you. Also, another praising performance, I forgot to say, Andreas Christensen. Today, I was actually very impressed with him. He looked really nice and solid as a ball player today. First time I've really been impressed with him as a playmaker. He had a couple of nice headers in the attacking phase. Again, I thought he looked more threatening in attack than I've seen him recently. And in defence, he didn't make any mistakes, and I know that's in a way a bit of a sly criticism, but if he can build up performances like that, I think we're in for a very good season indeed for him. And we won't obviously be hurt so much by the Luiz absence. So that was great. Anyway, guys, tough performance, but we got the 3 points, up the Chelsea. And finally, check out my player ratings for this game on the Chelsea Echo YouTube channel. That should be going up later this afternoon, guys. So enjoy that, up the Chelsea, and see you all very soon for another episode of Mastermind.